When did you learn to tie your shoes? I swear I was gonna teach you that. I had it on my list right after play catch and buy a bat. But the list got buried under tours and studios and tracks. And somewhere in between the album and the plaque, you learned it and that's that. Your mom sent me a video, you're riding a bike, no training wheels. And I watched it on a tour bus somewhere in the Midwest. And it feels like someone took a photo of my life or cut me out of it with scissors clean. You're smiling at the camera and I'm not the one behind it on the screen. I missed the first day, every first day, first steps, first words, first friend. First time you got scared at night and needed someone I wasn't there to lend a hand. Your stepdad was, and I don't hate him for it, that's the worst. I'm grateful and I'm sick about it simultaneously. What's the verse? For a father who was present on the internet but absent from the room. I sent gifts with tracking numbers like a package could resume. The job of showing up, the job of being there at noon. When you got home from school, but I was always somewhere, never soon enough. You grew up without me, you grew up and I missed it all. I was building something big while you were getting big, getting tall. You grew up without me, I wasn't there to catch a fall. And now you're standing on your own and you don't even need to call. You grew up, you grew up, you grew up without me. And the worst part is you turned out fine, you didn't even doubt me. You just moved on, adjusted, found your way without a fuss. You grew up without me and you grew up without us. You're 17 now and you talk to me like I'm an uncle at a barbecue. Polite but distant, yeah, dad, school is fine like it's a hard review. You show me things on your phone and I pretend I understand the app. And you're patient with me like I'm old, and I guess I am. Perhaps I asked you what you wanna be. You said you figured it out years ago. When I said, oh yeah, what? And you looked at me like I should already know. And you're right, I should. A father who was there when Noah's daughter's dreaming. But I was on a stage somewhere pretending life is what it seemed. Your room's got posters I don't recognize, books I've never read, friends I've never met. You got a whole life I wasn't part of and you're not even upset. That's what gets me, you're not angry, you're not bitter. You adjusted clean like a plant that just grew toward the window. Found its light, you found your routine. And I'm standing in the doorway watching someone I help make. Who doesn't need a thing from me? Not money, time, advice, or break. Nothing, you need nothing and I give you everything I've earned. But you can't give a kid the chowder back. That's something that I've learned. You grew up without me, you grew up and I missed it all. I was building something big while you were getting big, getting tall. You grew up without me, I wasn't there to catch a fall. And now you're standing on your own and you don't even need a call. You grew up, you grew up, you grew up without me. And the worst part is you turned out fine, you didn't even doubt me. You just moved on, adjusted, found your way without a fuss. You grew up without no, grew up without a. You called me on my birthday, I almost didn't recognize the voice. You sound like an adult, now when that happened was a choice. Now did it just occur while I was gone? I guess it did. You grew up without me, but you'll always be my kid. You grew up without me, you grew up and I missed it all. I was building something big while you were getting big, getting tall. You grew up without me, I wasn't there to catch a fall. And now you're standing on your own and you don't even need a call.
You grew up, you grew up, you grew up without me. And the worst part is you turned out fine, you didn't even doubt me. You just moved on and just found your way without a fuss. You grew up without me and you grew up without that to make a fuss.